Shabbat Shalom, and welcome to 5 Minutes of Torah with the Beth Israel Rabbi. Last Shabbat, I promised that I would find a better location to film this week's 5 Minutes of Torah, and today I'm actually sitting in front of what is known as the Mesilah, a rails-to-trails pathway that enables many residents of Jerusalem to exercise and to ride bikes and also simply to go for walks. I've actually been using the Mesilah, as many people do, as a way of commuting specifically this week and in the week to come to the Hartman Institute, which is the very reason that my family and I are here in Israel. The Hartman Institute is a Jewish think tank, and I'm studying there with about 200 rabbis from across the religious spectrum. And the topic for this week is the concept of nationalism. And nationalism, of course, was chosen because this is a concept that is really at the root of Zionism, really at the heart of the modern nation, the modern country of Israel. And yet, in recent years, it is a concept that has become slightly more challenging, as a number of leaders across the world have connected themselves with the concept of nationalism in ways that might be troubling to us. Nationalism, though, as explained by Micha Goodman, one of the scholars that we learned from all Thursday morning, is central to the Jewish experience over the last literally thousands of years. And as he explained, the concept of nationalism allows us to do what every human being needs, which is to connect to something greater. And by doing that, it actually gives us meaning, the meaning in life that we all seek. Daniel Hartman, actually the son of the founder of the Hartman Institute and its director today, explained in our opening talk that Zionism, this modern concept of Zionism, is an expression of the idea that Jewish lives matter, especially in the post-Shoah era. Throughout our history, we have always dreamed and yearned of returning to the land of Israel in order to reestablish a Jewish nation. But that Jewish nation is part of the Jewish people. And in fact, as Micha Goodman explained that a very important concept, which is Judaism is not a religion. Judaism is a nation. No matter where we are, no matter if we are in the land of Israel, if we are in this modern country of Israel, or if we're in Canada, we as Jews belong to a greater people, belong to a greater nation, thus giving us not only meaning, but giving us connection as well. This coming Shabbat, we read Parshat Chukat. And one of the important themes of Parshat Chukat is that the Israelites complain. And what's important to note is that they're not complaining as individuals, but they're complaining as a people with a single voice. And when you're part of a nation, you complain and you compliment as one single voice, as an entire nation. And as part of that entire nation, you also care about what is happening to the other individual. That is, that when they are sad, you are sad for them. When they cry, you cry for them. And when they're happy, you also are in a state of joy for them. And we also need to make sure to take care of all of the members of our nation as well. That, of course, is one of the reasons that we are, as I mentioned here, in this modern country of Israel. And of course, it means that we take care of our fellow Jews no matter where we are. In that wonderful idea, and in that celebration of being part of one single nation, I want to leave you with a picture. Not a picture of me, actually, I was busy studying, but my wife and our children were up north, while my wife was meeting with the Shinshinim, who are going to be coming to Vancouver next year. The immediate post-high school graduates, pre-army young man and woman who are going to be serving our community next year. And she also had a chance to meet with their families. And after having had dinner and taking the family out the next day on a special walk in a place that is quite unique, actually, by Yokneam, where my wife and family were staying, this walk, this tiyul, this little hike, is a place where people with disabilities are able to go out and enjoy nature. By the way, I should mention that it's a special place that was actually created by the JNF. And what's unique about this particular opportunity to go into nature is that it doesn't matter what type of disability someone has, physical disability in particular, if they can't see or if they're in a wheelchair, the place was designed to enable people to enjoy the outdoors, to enjoy being in the land of Israel. And while they were on this walk, they ran into one of the members of our synagogue family, and Kenney, who is enjoying a birthright trip, also connected to Jewish Federation, as he is here in Israel, seeing Israel, and experiencing something that is absolutely fantastic. And when Ethan saw my wife and my family, I understand that he was very excited and is absolutely in a state of joy to see them. And I know just how happy they were to see him. And so I'm going to leave you with this picture of my wife and our son Abishai with Ethan celebrating being in Israel, and honestly saying we are not only one family as a Beth Israel synagogue family, but we are truly part of a greater Jewish family as well. Shabbat Shalom.